Me no in no long talking. Me never do. Hey, check. Never send one of them. Me a send on the middle of the day because they want run a ball in the You ready? Now I am not going to talk to us. I'm going to go after you. You know this. I will regret that just like I know. Gully, the left baby, mama. Don't just come. Who's the one that fight for some?
So Gully and Gaza clash, me people. Jaja know what a night. Boy, me just watch Wagwan, and of course me have to check in with the people and give me thoughts and comments. 1 hour and 20 minutes what a performance between the likes of Mavado and Vybz Kartel. Hits after hits, me people, song after song, vibe after vibe. You know, the audience was well filled with entertainment. Them can't complain. And the most me can say at this moment, there's like so many things to unpack, so many things to look into my people. But the most we can say at this moment is that, you know, the show is a success. And of course, I go tell you know who win the whole thing, my people. But you have to stay tuned. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And also click the notification bell. As it relates to the whole thing, my people, honestly to God, you know, me did not expect say probably there was a ban settings and all of that, my people. But however, they would have managed to pull it off without the ban. And as me say, I do not think, you know, there is going to be a lot to complain about on that whole settings, because I think a lot of people most concern was if them can actually make it entertainment and make it actually be interested in and make it be something where people are going to want to see again, my people. And I think that them do just that, my people. I get to me and say, so as me say, me that expect bans and, you know, probably expect break up bag of aggression like what happened in Gaza, or, you know, like, you know, them if you prove, like, yeah, and, you know, I try if you like prove, say, yo, I made it that the winner for this or that or whatever. But clearly, it's like, you know, the ones them mindset would have even elevate more than that, where the ones them would have just have show, say, yo, this is something where we build, and this is something where our legacy, and we just show the ones them say we can capitalize. We would have hear the ones them say, yo, 40,000 people actually, you know, turn out for see what my people. So that is major, my people. That is definitely a good look. You get to me and say, yeah, man. And as it relates to even the dress code, me love the dress code where the G them roll out, you know. Basically, you know, like the same roll out sting, I don't know, Mavado, full black with him going and all of that, my people, and, you know, ski mask and all of that. And of course, the teacher roll out in him soldier suit as well, my people. You get to me and say, and any ideas, me say, the songs them, you know, whole heap of songs, and you don't know them do it segment by segment. Of course, them do the bad man segment, the people, tune for tune. And you don't know, as me say, they manage to pull it off and, you know, bounce off at each other in terms of, you know, who not have songs, panda rhythm and so forth. And as me say, in terms of delivery of songs, them, you don't know how the thing go. That is Mavado and Vybz Kartel, my people. When you see all the people them soak up the songs them and all of that, my people. You get to me and say, yeah, man. And you don't know, there was a bit of like message sending to even like younger artists. Me hear, you know, ones that say some man now go there on that level there, and you know, some, you know, ones that would make a one who say, yo, you have to do the right and so forth. But as me say, a whole heap of things they fi unpack in this whole thing, my people. So we are gonna take with time and go through again and so forth. You don't know whether watch it in the moment. And of course, we have to, you know, just tell you as it is and so forth, my people. But as me can say, the whole thing was a success, my people. And who are the winner of the show? But I just telling us straight up, say both artists are the winners, because as me say, based on what was done here, I think it was impressive, and I think that this is something we can package and, you know, put to the world and people who want to see it out there. That was the only thing we made a worry about, the people. I say, well, you know, because you don't know a reason with all heap of ones, and ones I wonder if bands are going to use or tracks are going to use, you know, if we are going to have a big debate about who win or who lose or so forth, the people. I get to me and say, but at the end of the day, as me say, I was just wondering if it are go, you know, package in a way where them can actually do this another time and pique people interest, my people. I get them answer, and as me say, I think them do just that. Me don't know who and who see it and what una go have to say, my people, and what you expected to see and all of that, what you would have, critique in the show and so forth. At the end of the day, as me say, me expect like a band setting, but would I clearly see say, them not deal with that, my people. But however, it was done, it do on a level where the rhythm them flow smooth, and you don't know all the thing of my people. It was no hears and rush and kill up and yourself and disrespect and so forth. And as me say, in terms of how them play it off, a portion of bad man song first, my people. Plus then them got to like the girl songs, and then them got to the reality song, my people. And then them get like a little buzz in the exit of the whole thing as well, my people. But as me say, to me, both artists won, and to me, this is something where I gonna be a vibe again at Malta, and also I gonna be a vibe at England, my people. So as me say, my personal opinion is that the show was packaged properly and sold to the people properly, and I don't think the people will come out to see them actually have no complaints in terms of getting entertained, my people. But that is just my personal view. But I want to know if you tell me what you think. And of course, man, someone that discuss it on this live stream, my people. But I don't know, Sumfest did a ramp rough in the night, and I say no strikes and all of that, my people. I see Sumfest even like could have give me a strike. I don't know my strike get strike for my people, because I did not play the thing for them. I don't see that reason with the people. But I say it was still my people. But at the end of the day, I'm glad the show actually work out. In my view still. I get to me and say your views may be different. So more have to hear what I say, from phone perspective. But Gully and Gaza, Mavado and Vybz Kartel, Reggea Sumfest, my people. Leave on the thoughts and comments in the comment section. And there is a couple of other things you don't know we may have as usual to talk about. You don't know when I left out like we usual. People them said speed the people. So it's on to the likes of the clash with Malidan and Skipper, my people. You don't know we see where Skipper come out with a song named Dead Apps, and in item that this Squash Mother and several others, my people. And we don't see where Squash Mother would have respond somewhat, my people. Stating that are the only somebody where she know name Skipper, are the only thing, are the only animal she know name Skipper, are dog, my people. So she's stating that she does not acknowledge no Skipper or what Skipper is out here saying. Take a listen.
Thank you, love morning. What is wrong with you people? Eh? Tell us how a dog me know name saying my dog name Skipper. Me don't know how to Skipper, so me know one what talk about. I don't know what you people talking about. I don't know. Tell him hi too. Good morning, you're not stupid. You're not stupid,
So yeah, my beautiful people, that is the likes of Shelly, and you don't know, Shelly is the mother of Squash, who Skipper would have this in him song as well, my people. So you don't know at clash are going with the younger generation, and people are look forward to what Malidan is going to respond and say. And you don't know, so when it comes down to him like a Gully and Gaza thing, they were just go on, the younger generation must have look and say, boy, this is where would I want to carry our level in terms of clash culture and all of that, my people. So everything are synchronized perfectly in terms of dancehall going forward. So we are wait and a look on what Malidan I got in there. We also have a little reasoning when it comes down to the likes of Nesbeth as well when it comes down to Fantan Moja, my people. So you don't know how the thing go. I go take a listen at that still, cause you don't know how the thing go entertainer. And he had a bit to say as it relates to even people where I say they people not should supposed to speak on the entertainer since in past and all of that, my people. Check it out.
Oh, sorry. But Fantan left a legacy in a business where he has been connected. His music connected with so many people, and I don't know, it connect with me the same way I think my music connect with him too. You know what I say? And it's unfortunate to see him drop on the journey, which like me always tell the people, him say the road is there for all of us. But for some reason we just can't seem to understand it when we really want to understand it. And it appears as if there are certain things that we just should not understand. So it doesn't matter even the amount of question we feel like we want to ask. Whoever asks question from now till the morning, if there's no answers, there's no answers. And maybe the answers are very well here, but maybe we're not able to see those answers for what they are. Okay, I know we see things for where we want to see it for. So again, rest in peace, Fantan Moja. Mama hungry, Papa hungry, brother hungry, sister hungry. Do something for the poor. Open up the door. Mama hungry, Papa hungry. 1 million miles away. Cha-cha. Last week we never say farewell to Fantan because Fantan was here. People, we never say farewell to Fantan last week because Fantan did the year. And I noticed that I would have seen a number of vloggers or TikTokers. Some of them, I think very few, come forward and them say, yo, oh, that's Fantan dead, everybody has said, and them never said before, and them never said. And like some people would have asked you, what would you say to some of those people who is thinking along that path? Like, why if the man never dead, and when the man was alive, only never paid the man that much, but know that the man passed on. But in reality, you know how much people Fantan Mojo rate where Fantan Mojo probably don't even say a word about? And if by any chance Fantan would have seen something of such happen, at the same Fantan will get up and make him voice be heard. Because it is what it is. It's like the wheel keeps spinning, life wheel keeps spinning. Sometimes it spins so fast that sometimes you don't even know yourself. Sometimes you rely upon people to even tell you who you are. You see me I say? So life is something where I don't know, we understand what we understand, and we understand what we're supposed to understand, and we just not gonna understand what we're not supposed to understand. Because it has been this way from whence cometh, and it remains to be this. It's like long before us, there are so many people who would have grace hurt and just gone for one reason or the other. And even within our time, you know how much of us grandparents are no longer here, how much of us mother are no longer here, how much of us fathers are no longer here, how much of us sisters are no longer here, brothers, cousin, friend, neighbor, name it.
So, yeah, my beautiful people, that is what the likes of Nesbeth is saying, you know, my people. You get to me, I say, and as we say, you don't know, we're not really there for long. We that's where the likes of Triple X. We have a reason from the other day with Triple X, you know, it's a bit political. Where a nurse lady was having a discussion with Prime Minister Andrew Holness, but some are members of the Jamaica Labour Party, well, not like members, like people who support the Jamaica Labour Party, would have thought that the lady is arrogant and abrasive and all of that, my people. However, Triple X is breaking down what is being said and state that the lady is speaking the truth towards Andrew Holness, and, you know, it's not every time the Jamaica Labour Party supporters need to go in a defense mode and all of that. Very interesting what I had to say. So we are going to take a quick listen and close it off this. Because as I say, what heap of discussions about the whole dancehall thing, but me have them thing have a show about. So we just should be told the people. So check it out.
May I ask you honestly and seriously, one of you tell me what is wrong with what the lady said a while ago? No rely, if you don't want to big up yourself. What is wrong with what the woman said a while ago? Like, me cannot understand. You literally, like, in all severity and in all reality, me cannot understand what is going on with people. Why do people feel like everything, them have to draw a line or them have to jump in the midst of things and make things political? Me not like it. Me not like it. Somebody talk something, and what the people them talk, you know, listen to the substance of what the person say. You just look at who they are saying it to. And because you have an affiliation or affinity with the person who they are saying it to, you take it personally, you take it up on your head, and you act like you have to just defend that person blindly. You feel like you have to defend that person blindly. That is ridiculous, man. No. Guys, people who are here, me, I go through this whole, the whole thing right, so we are going here, so. Zane, I go play something will come to my attention. I believe so I did review this to them. I played the video a while ago. Zane, I played the video a while ago. And the lady spoke. That is just a clipping of the video because she went on and was more extensive in what it is that she is saying. Zane, now, me now go tell a lie. Jamaica, I know the worst place in the world to live. Zane, Jamaica is not the worst place. By far, Jamaica is not the worst place to live. Me live at Jamaica, I love Jamaica. Me love Jamaica. But if and when, because when I leave Jamaica, the reason why I am going to leave Jamaica is for opportunity, educational opportunities for my child. That is the only reason I would see myself leaving Jamaica. Or I am considering to leave my Jamaica. Because of the educational opportunities and advantages that the American system has for a child with my child's needs. You understand me? I say that the only thing with me, problem with me have with Jamaica. Me love Jamaica. I'm not go around here. Me not rich. I have never ever came on this on any platform and tell me I'm rich or I'm well off. However, the average Jamaican in a better living circumstance and have life a little bit easier financially and socially than the average Jamaican. You understand? And to be honest, I'm comfortable at Jamaica. I'm comfortable, I'm alright. I have enough space. I have enough resources to my disposal. Like, to my own personal disposal. I have that. The only problem that I have is for my son to get the care that he is getting in the United States of America for basically free. I would have to be paying upward of probably 2 million or 1.5 million per year for that same service. Or and not even the same service because it probably wouldn't even as good. You understand? Zane? No. Jamaica and all went well with them. They are going. Zane? Now, me nah bash Jamaica. I nobody feel like I bash Jamaica because I would never do that. I love my country, irrespective of whatever. Andrew Holness is my Prime Minister because I am a Jamaican. I'm a Jamaican citizen. I'm a voter. I never vote for him. However, he's my Prime Minister. And because he's my Prime Minister, I still am compelled to respect him because he's my leader or the leader of my country. Not because I respect him, that does not mean that I agree with his leadership. I do not agree with many aspects of his leadership. However, I do see where he's trying. I do see that there are some positives that he's doing. I don't say no. A lot of it is a little too late, and I think that it is very slighted and them thing. I will not be one of the persons to come here, irrespective of my political allegiance or political affiliations or political leanings. I will never ever come here and come say disrespect or disparage him or call him outside of him name and them something. I am not going to do that because at the end of the day, that man is the leader of my country. The same country where I love, Jamaica where I love, him are the leader of this country. You understand me? I say, yes, me I go come and me I go set some, me I go critique, say the road them this or the road them that, but I'm still going to say, kudos, the crime rate is down. Irrespective of the fact that I really and truly agree with the extrajudicial killing and them something, we still have to give to Caesar what is Caesar. Crime rate is down. I see some patching work go on, and well needed, well deserved patching work go on all over the island. And I appreciate that the salaries of government workers has been massively increased. Is it enough? Is a question that is questionable, and that is based on an individual to individual basis. However, I have to commend him that public sector workers have gotten a huge salary increase. I see a lot of nurses are saying that the pay is much better now. However, the quality of work or the standards that they have to work under is deplorable. You understand? So 6 and 1/2 does not other. You have to take the good with the bad. You understand me? I say, as we are right now, yes, we want and we are advocating for better. Yes, we're advocating and wanting for more. But I am not going to be ungrateful and say nothing at all is not being done. Do I think that enough is being done? No. But I still have to point out the good in what is being done. Now, seeing my views and hearing my views, I'm sure that people would understand that me stating that I want to see more done or we need more to be done is not me stating that me hate the Prime Minister. And that is what I think is the problem with a lot of persons who are leaning into the other political party. You understand me I say? A lot of persons who are self-proclaimed political spokespersons for the Jamaica Labour Party, they believe that any form of criticism whatsoever is disrespect. And we have to understand that we live in a democratic society. You understand? We don't live in a fascistic society. We live in a democratic society. You understand me? I say it's not a totalitarian society. We live in a democracy where the governance is by the people and for the people. And if you are for the people and you are by the people, it should be, and me I talk about reality now, you know. It should be equal space, it should be allowed or even welcomed for the people who are opposing your views or people who have contradicting views to yours to voice their opinions without any reproach. You understand me? I say we can all me not have to agree with what you are saying, no? But realistically speaking, I should at least give you the medium to voice your views. You understand me? I say we can listen to each other. You understand? Sometimes we might not like the person, but sometimes we need to hear what the person is saying. Even though we don't like you, hearing what you're saying or hearing what it is that you're bringing to the fore will be beneficial to us. And we don't have to like you for it, but it is beneficial to us at the end of the day. Now, I mean, I want nobody feel like me attack that young lady, you know, man. I don't want nobody to feel like I am attacking this young lady. There's a young lady who made a video. Basically, look at my next tripod. Ready?
Dawn Marie Richards, president of the Nurses Association of Jamaica, stepped forward at Yuma Combo today because I come to talk about the video that is being shown all around by the little PMP supporters that happened at a press conference between yourself and the Prime Minister of Jamaica at the office of the Prime Minister.
So for the people who do not know, Dawn Marie Richards, she's the president of the Nurses Association of Jamaica. You understand? She's the president of the NAJ. Zin, she is the person who represents the well-being and the negotiation of the nurses. Zin, you understand? So this lady is a known JLP vlogger or blogger, or whatever you want to call it, a spokesperson for the party. I don't know if she's officially or unofficially a spokesperson. Zin, now, she's basically drying up the woman, basically. So I could start over and I could hear from start to done.
No.
Come.
Dawn Marie Richards, president of the Nurses Association of Jamaica, stepped forward at Yuma Combo today because I come to talk about the video that is being shown all around by the little PMP supporters that happened at a press conference between yourself and the Prime Minister of Jamaica at the office of the Prime Minister. No. Why do you think you need to behave like that? Why do you think you need to behave so arrogant, and when the Prime Minister is talking, you're butting in and you're giving your...
The lady start off and say, why you feel like you need to behave like that? And you're behaving so arrogant. One on them, I was showing examples of the arrogance, you know. The woman said the woman will be arrogant.
Laws most Jamaicans don't know.
The woman said the woman will be arrogant. You understand? Remember, you know, she said it, you know. She said the lady will be arrogant because she have voice her opinion. Alright, NAJ, president, interview. Alright, come.
Did Dawn Marie Richards, president of the Nurses Association,
Teachers, please, guys.
so the third
Been under the impression that we don't have enough healthcare professionals.
This are the woman right here, so. This are the woman right here, so. The president. Look on the woman body language, look on her demeanor, look on what go on. Them say the woman will be arrogant.
Been under the impression that we don't have enough healthcare professionals. We've reset.
We have never had enough, sir, and that is a reality.
Yeah.
Time gone by, it would have been because we didn't train enough. Then we were training enough, but we're not paying enough, so people were leaving. And people are still leaving. Because I would have articulated in the local space that people don't leave for money only. People leave for opportunities. Yeah. And people leave for some basic things, sir. People leave.
Give me a second there. Define the term arrogance. Arrogance, see it according to Google. Arrogance is the overbearing sense of one's own importance or superiority, often displayed through proud, haughty, and dismissive attitude towards others. Where was the sense of, or the overbearing sense of own importance in the statement? Maybe gonna point it out for me now. Where was the sense of one's own, of overbearing sense of one's own importance? Where was the sense of superiority? Where was the superiority displaced? Right there. You understand? Where was the display of excessive pride? Right there, so. If anything, I think she was just sharing her expertise because she is the expert in the situation. I think that the president of the NAJ should be more of an expert on what the nurses are facing, are the issues of the nurses, more than the Prime Minister of Jamaica. Right? Right? Probably me dunce, not because people feel like say just because you're a Prime Minister, you know everything, you know. This is why enough people don't understand leadership. Me can run a telecommunications company. Me can be the head of a telecommunications company. But me don't know nothing about programming. Me are the head of the company, but me hire a programmer. If me I go speak or more to know nothing about programming, better me call the programmer and say, programmer, what I go on write, and then whatever the programmer that I hired, because that programmer is probably the most, obviously, the most competent person at this moment to deal with programming. So if me call him and I have a programming related issue, he should be the one that I ask about it because he's the programmer. The Prime Minister is speaking on nurses right now. And what are the issues affecting nurses and nursing? He is to his extreme left is the president of the Nurses Association of Jamaica. If there was ever a moment when your expertise is necessary, it would be at this moment. There has been no other time in your entire career when your expertise has been more necessary than now. Addressing the problems and issues affecting nurses in Jamaica, you are the person. Now you could not be, and it is impossible, and it would be stupid, and she would need to lose her post. If you are sitting here, as the representative, Zin, as the representative of the Nurses Association of Jamaica, and you are sitting directly beside the Prime Minister publicly misinforming or disinforming not only Jamaica but the world and the situations facing the availability of nurses in Jamaica, you would not be doing your job. You would not be competent. You would not have earned the right to represent the nurses that have chosen you to represent them. You wouldn't be a good job. Zin? So when Unaga talk and say, "Oh dear her," this out, like when else should she have spoken? And I thought that she was extremely mindful and respectful to the office of the Prime Minister in the way that she was talking, because she could have said it in such worse ways. Aren't you? I could go back in at it. I could go in the video a little bit more and hear what she has say. Come on, up on a day tribe.
Why do you think you need to behave like that? Why do you think you need to behave so arrogant, and when the Prime Minister is talking, you're butting in and you're giving your responses very abrasive? Why do you think you need to behave like that? I saw you on an interview.
Define the term abrasive response. Alright, an abrasive response is an overly aggressive, harsh, or bluntly critical communication style, such as responding feel scratchy or emotionally grated to the recipient, often lacking tact, damaging professional and personal relationships, and derailing constructive conversation. Did anybody at all see an abrasive response by the NAJ president? She was blunt, she was to the point, but it wasn't abrasive. She was telling it like it is, but it wasn't abrasive. Not because it's not the narrative that you would like for her to paint. That doesn't mean that not because it is not flattering. That does not mean that it is disrespectful. Because you have things that are flattering, you have neutrality, and then you have disrespect. The truth of the matter is, this was by all means neutrality. It was even in some way flattering because she did make mention of the fact that the pay is more.